Good evening. Is this what you wanted to see? I think it probably is, isn't it? You can't even see all of it. Let's bring it down so you can see all of it. Something that we've been looking forward to. I've been looking forward to this for about a year, really. This is 2023's first collection, first big collection from John Next Door. The other stuff, Broomhill and Parsons, rather, not Parsonage, was actually Boxing Day. So, yeah, this is the first big one from John Next Door, and it is well worth the wait. 6 dies in the whole collection. Going to talk you through them all, but they are just a staple of your collection, if you ask me. So we have got, let's start off with the biggie. We have got a 6-inch layering die. I'm going to show you them all separately in just a second. So this is the 6-inch one, which is ideal for 6-inch cards, but also up to a 7-inch or more. And again, I'll show you that shortly. A 5-inch, so again, 3 die sets, 9 dies in total for 5-inch cards or 6-inch or whatever. And then a 4-inch one, which again is 9 dies and suitable for a 5, 6-inch. But again, you can make them into a bigger one as well. We've then got as well 2 sentiments, which the same font that we had for the Christmassy type of things just recently. So we've got the birthday sayings, which has congratulations, happy birthday, wonderful wedding, friends, Easter. I'm adding if, yeah, that's right. And then this one is on your day, anniversary, mother's, father's special. 6, and there should be a wedding in there somewhere, but it's not showing on the thing. But I've got a wedding, so I assume that you've got a wedding as well. So there you go. That's our lovely sentiments. And as always, flowers. I love flowers. Michaelmas daisy. Again, waited a long time for this one as well. And there is, as you can see, so much to show you. I'm going to actually show you 2 cards today, half of which I've prepared a bit. Oh, and I've got lurking. Now, this isn't a new die. This is the Bracken leaves. I just literally have 4, I think it is, left of this one. Used it as the foliage, really, for these things. But you could use anything, but I just have a few more of those if you were looking for them. So they are available over on the website as of now. You can either buy any of them individually, or there are a special price for if you want to buy what I'd call the trio, which is these 3. And then there's an even more special price if without that one, you wanted to buy all 6 of them. Okay, so there we all are, all ready for you to go, and let me show you a bit about them. So, starting off with the 4-inch die, you can see now that we have got the 9 dies in the collection. So you've got a square, you've got a circle, you've got a rectangle. The idea is that they can all be used separately, all together, to make cards and whatever. You can actually make the cards with them as well. I'm going to show you how to do that. And they have got, each one of them, the same concept. So you've got the outer edge, which is a very soft, small scalloped edge, which is really pretty. I'm just going to bring you, hold on. Oh, don't know what I did then. Bring you that in to show you, so you can see that it's got that lovely sort of almost picot, I think they call it, or something. Anyway, so that's your scalloped edge, followed by a circle. So you could cut this out as a rim or anything, but it's its own individual circle, cutting edge. And then this little one, which is like pierced dots. So it doesn't cut out, it cuts in, to be used in conjunction with your other dies there. Can miss that second one and have a scalloped edge, but with a pretty circle in the center as well. So there's lots of different ways that you might want to use that in its own there. And as I said, you have got that combination in all three shapes. So you've got it in the square, in the circle, and in the rectangle. So then we go up a notch, and as I said, this is the 4, this is the 5, exactly the same concept, but of course, obviously, we're getting bigger and bigger. So you can see we have got the scalloped, the plain, and the pierced edges in the rectangle, in the circle, and in the square. And finally, up to the big boys, we have got, we have got the 6-inch ones. So again, the square, circle I've left in there, circle, and the rectangle one. So a lovely, lovely combination. I have to say, I personally need all three because they just mix and match so well. Because you could got, this is what I'm going to do for, oh gosh, I can get hold of it. You can then, let's say, for example, we've cut out this 6x6 one, but you can then have the 4-inch circle in the center. And so, you know, it all mixes and matches. So if you can stretch to it, I would strongly recommend getting the whole set, the trio, because they really are a really fantastic addition to your craft stash basics almost. They of course go with the press cut nesting dies so that you can have smaller circles, etc, etc, plain of course. But yeah, so let's make some cards with them now, shall we? Oh, let me show you the other bits and pieces. Now, I forgot. So I've sort of done a mishmash here because I know what it's like that my camera shows you them around the right way, wrong way anyway. So let's see what that one says. It does actually say friend. Can you see? Sort of. So I cut some of them out and then I thought, you know, that's probably not such a good idea after all either, but whatever. So lovely font. Really nice to be able to pick out the words so that you can say on your special anniversary, to a special friend, on Father's Day, on Mother's Day, on your birthday, all sorts of things. So it's a nice combination to get all of those together. And then on top of it, we have the lovely Michaelmas daisy, which is actually 2 dies. So you've got this plate, which will cut out all of those flowers in one go. And then you've got the centres, which is a separate plate this time. And again, it gives a very nice combination. Of course, I'll be showing you how to do the flowers. But yeah, a nice combination there. Okay, so let's see. Now, I've got to work out which one to show you first. I think I'm going to show you, put that to one side. I'm going to show you this little one first. So I've already done a little bit of cutting and I've taken the 6-inch rectangle. So, and I've cut that out of white card. And I've then cut out from, I think this is lavender card. I'm just thinking, hold on, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's lavender card. And I've just cut out the next 2 dials. I'm going to show you how I did all of it in a second. So I've cut out that. That's for the centre. And I've also cut out from white card as well the 4-inch scalloped circle as well. So you can see that they go together despite the fact that they are different sizes. Now, as I said, I can make the card itself. So that's what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to use my largest, bring in these, I'm going to use my 6-inch scalloped and my plain ones. So I've got the same piece of card and I'm going to first of all grab a scoreboard and I'm just going to go down that scoreboard about 1.5 inches, sorry, 1.5 centimetres along the top. So just giving it a score line really, just to make it a little easier for me. And I'm going to fold that over. There is a right and a wrong way from this particular pattern here. So I've got one of the hammered, which I thought looked nice. Then I'm going to take my die. So as I said, this is the 6-inch rectangle. And with my piece folded down, I'm just going to tape my die in place with the very top of it hanging over. Can you see what I mean there? That I'm not going to be cutting that very top piece. So I'm just going to tape that into place. Oh, hello, John. Nice to see you. Picking up some tips again, I expect. So I'm just taping that into place. But as I said, I haven't included that edge there. So that anything that's hanging over the edge is not going to cut. But I've folded a piece down on the other side. And I'm just going to run that through my machine. So I'm making sure that I'm going through that way with my machine as well, so that that cuts nicely. Now a very tiny bit, of course, is going to be doubled. So I just need to make sure, because I have got particularly thick card. So I am just going to make sure that that goes through okay. So, okay. So, I think that that has cut out. As I said, it is particularly thick card. So we just take that off. And then I'm going to cut another centerpiece out from my lavender card. You can see there, just need to poke those little bits out. The extra little bits on the other side there. And on that side. And then we just pop those two pieces together. Now, do that with ordinary glue or with power tape along that edge there. So I'm just going to pop some of that, actually use some glue glaze, just along that line there. And we just need to match the two up with all of the other edges, not this edge on this side. This will find its own way. So I'm just going to make sure that those two pieces are absolutely, whoops, one on top of another. There, and just press down on that piece. I need to take these other little bits out that I've noticed there. And then you can see you've got either a top folding card, or in this case, I'm going to do it as a side folding card. You can do that with any of the shapes. Did it with the circles and the squares, but I thought we'd do the rectangles as well. So there you go. When you open your card, you've got that, or you can do it standing upright as well. Hard to show you that, but there you go. So then I want to cut out another one of these. So I'm going to take my lilac card. So this is the plain, this is the second die down. So this is the plain one. And this one is the sort of like little pierced dots, for want of a better word. I'm sure there's a better word. Just going to pop that into there. So I'm just going to line them up and pop that straight through as well. So this one is actually going to go in the center of the card, and I've got another one, and that's going to go in the front of the card. So just pop that through, just to give it a little bit of a something. Okay, so just run that through. When you look at the back, it's all just neat and tidy. Hopefully you can see that. And you would not know, would you not? Okay. You can see then that you come up with this very pretty little edge there, which again, you can use for just decoration. You can put it without this centerpiece in. And did I check the glue? No. No, don't be silly. Don't be silly. I've split it, which is not a good look, is it? There you go. Right, come on now, that's it. So I'm going to put some of my glue there. So this one's going to go inside. And then I've got another piece, exactly the same, which I cut out earlier, which is going to go on the front. Fits in there very nicely indeed. So then I'm going to take my scalloped circle, and the only thing, because I'm going to make it a card that opens like that, I do have to make sure that I've got it exactly in the right place there. So of course I'm going to put a bit of foam onto that, and that's just going to go onto the back, sitting that on the front. Oops. Like that. Just take these off. Oops. And then when you bring it back in, just make sure that it's fitting in with the scallops down at the bottom edge there, so that it's going to be sitting up. Okay. So I want to put some flowers, of course, on here, because again, it wouldn't be flowers if I didn't do such a thing. But I'm not quite finished, because I want to then take my plain circles and I want to then cut them out. So I'm going to take my 4-inch. So this was a 6-inch piece. This is now the 4-inch. And so that's the plain piece and the dotted. So I'm going to put that inside like so. So again, just pop that into place like that. And then finally, I'm going to bring in the smallest rectangle. So each one comes with a square, a rectangle, and a circle, which gives a lovely sort of bit here. So that's going to go into the centre like this. I won't put foam onto this one. We will. This is not a good point, is it, that blue? So that goes onto the front. Could almost make that into a camera, couldn't you? I'm seeing a camera on there. So that's there. And then finally, now I'm just thinking that what I'm going to do out of white is just use the second die and the pierced one, as I don't think that I want to do it on with the scallop. So let's give it a go. So I'm just going to put those two this time into place. But again, that's exactly the same idea. Sure, there's a better way. Well, I know there's a better way of keeping them in place. And then I'll just run those through. Okay. The combinations on these are absolutely endless. And I know you're going to have a great time with them. It's just so pretty, isn't it? So now we've got our rectangle, but just with that pretty edge. So can you see? Just with that very pretty edge there. Don't know if you can see. There it is. And that's going to go in the centerpiece there. And then I can get some flowers on it. So I have made up some flowers, because on Sunday I'm going to show you more in depth with the flowers. I'm going to show you all the different, well, not all the different ways, but some of the different ways. It's not quite straight. That we can make them. So I'm just going to put that into the centre. So as I said again, we've got the 4-inch circle, all of the pieces, and this is the inside 2 pieces for the 4-inch rectangle. So the flowers that I've made up, as I said, they cut out all, oh goodness me, don't know how many there is actually, loads. And what I've done here is I have simply taken 2 of the same size dies, and then I have got a little tiny one in the middle, and then I've put one of the centres, and I've done it in what I would call a real daisy colour, which I think is very, very pretty. But there are so many different ones that you can do with this. So I've got, obviously, well, you wouldn't not have, would you? I've got my 3 to go there, and I've got another little one that can go up the top up here. I've also got some of my Bracken pieces that I've already popped in, but we need our little sentiment in there. So I just want to pop that into place as well. So a little greenery piece there. Let's get our sentiment sorted. So well, we're going to go for happy, that's for sure. And happy, or just special day, or special friend. Oh, goodness. Wonderful day. Happy Easter. Happy Mother's Day. Happy birthday. Where I want my flowers, happy birthday is going to be, we'll push them to one side, shall we? I'll go with happy birthday. But as we said, the list is completely endless with this one. Lots of lovely combinations. So I'm just going to pop those 2 in place, run those through the machine. I will only do it once, just for speed for today. But again, they fit on there very nicely, so you could do more without any trouble. Just pop these through. And then I'll use my pin flare just to pop those on. Do you realise what the date is today? I'm sure that some of you that are either in Scotland or Scottish or have connections will know that it's Burns night today. I think I noticed that you were talking about haggis and things like that. But more importantly, for those of us that don't live there and therefore can't join in all those wonderful festivities that you're having, do you realise that in 11 months' time it will be Christmas Day? I just thought I'd throw that in for you in case you weren't sure. So just 11 more months and it's Christmas Day. Yes, indeed. Font of all knowledge. So I'm going to put these on and I'm going to sort of push them over to this one side because I want my flowers to come in here. So let's just pop some glue glaze onto here for now. Pop that on. Should do it on here and then I can press a bit harder. So there is my happy in place, and then my birthday, and I've cut this out of the same colour, so the lavender colour, I've cut that out as well. Okay, pop that into place, just bring that over there so that I can make sure I can get my little daisies in. So let's go in with a little bit of glue for these. So, as always, not putting the whole amount, not sticking it flat. Don't do flat flowers, I'm afraid. Or I'm pleased to say, whichever way you look at it. And just a little bit of glue onto the bottom pieces there. Another little one here. Well, we'll go there. Might not be the right place, but I think I've still got time to change it. So let's grab some of this. There's a little bit there. A little bit down there. And another little one there. And then the smallest one. And I still had some more left over. So again, there's loads of flowers on this bit. I'm liking. I'm also needing to put some. This isn't exactly the best idea of this bit, is it? Oh, goodness me. Yeah. Just open up my little lid and bring some of the, you know what? I have to be quiet when I'm doing this. So dry as clear glue, it will dry, but they're looking a bit white at the moment. But there is our finished card. So you can just get a little taste. And I will just show you an even simpler one for our next card. But you can see the beauty of the Michaelmas flowers, Michaelmas daisies, lovely font and a selection. So as I said, it's the 6-inch rectangle that I've got there, but both the 4-inch circles and the inner 2 pieces of the 4-inch rectangle. So a lovely mixture. Okay, so that is card 1. Now, what I wanted to show you with card 2 is just how versatile the card is, in as much as we can use not just the flowers, we can use it for any different occasion. So I'm going to bring in my largest set here. So this is the 6-inch. I'm not going to want the circles there at the moment. I am going to want those 3. So this is the 6-inch ones. And my 6-inch rectangles. So these all come from the same packet, this one. So I'm going to first have all out of the same colour. I'm going to cut out my square, my scalloped square, and my scalloped rectangle. So we can get those both out of, just notice there's bits in this one. Hold on a minute, better clear it out. We can get this out of an A4 piece of card without any trouble at all. Obviously it has to go through an A4 machine, but in general, the die is obviously not this very big one, but they go through an A5 machine as well. So there we go. So run that through. I've got myself a dirty 7x7 card. So that's what we're going to do our card with. As you can see, it comes out beautifully and fits onto a 7x7 card. Do you know what? I think I wanted to do it on an 8x8, just to show you that you can do it on any size. Just because it says 6x6, don't be put off that you can only use a 6x6 card, because in actual fact that's meant for the 7x7 card, and you can see that that leaves a lovely little border all the way around. Just take out these little bits. So the question is, do we have an 8x8 card? Hold on, just poking these little bits through. many, not many, but you can see that they come out so easily. I'm not having to tear them out and things like that. So, okay, then we need a white piece. So just plain white paper, and I'm then going to take the 6-inch square again, but this time it's the plain die and the little pierced one. You can see I'm putting it at an angle so that when I go through my machine, it gets more chance to actually cut rather than put it on a straight angle. So I'm just going to put those through. Obviously, you could use all of those dies sort of on their own. That is a good basis of a square piece there as well. Just run that through. On. So there we go. Here is my you can see in a second. I'm pulling the tape all to pieces. So again, you can see that lovely stitched, not stitched, it's not stitched, that lovely pierced edge. Okay, so this one is truly a simple one because I'm going to now stick my plain piece onto my lilac piece of my scallop. That gives it such a pretty angle. And then this one is my 6-inch rectangle, and I've already prepared this bit. And what I've done is I've used white. I've cut out another 6-inch rectangle piece, but it's the smaller pieces, so it's the plain one and the pierced. I've stamped on it, and then I've just I stamped on it with Villainous Potion from Ranger, but the Distress ink. I've then taken a watercolour brush and a bit of Winkestella, and I've just pulled out the colours, so nothing special, but that is then going to go onto my card. So I'm just going to pop that in, and the whole point of this was to show you that you don't have to be just doing the flowers. You can use any of your decoupage sheets. Let's get this around the right way, or anything like that for this centerpiece. And you don't have to use all of your, the whole thing, all of the circles, anything like that. So this was just purely stamped, and that's going to go on there. Now, I do really think, so bear with me, I'm not quite sure if I've got, no, hold on. We need to adjust this one because I want an 8x8 card. So, you know what it's like. I'm just going to cut myself an 8x8 card instead. Or a card front, shall we say. So let's just... So although it said it was a 6-inch piece, I think it looks nice on there as well. So this is an 8x8 card with a 6x6 or a 6-inch layering frame here. And then I can put that at more of an angle, because that's what I wanted to do, to put that at more of an angle. So let's foam it within an inch of its life, eh? So now I've got my bigger card. So just because it says 6-inch, 4-inch, 5-inch, it just tells you really what that inches are. If you favour the bigger cards, you might favour that, but some of the smaller ones, this would equally go on top of it. And that's from the 4-inch. Such versatile and so pretty. Done it again, Mr. Lockwood. Done it again. Just when we were getting fed up at the thought of the fact that it's only 11 months to Christmas Day, all is now well. Let's put some tape onto here whilst I'm doing it. So, all of the collection, as always, 72 hours after it's launched, is now available over on the maximumcraft.com website. If you are watching this in 2024, it probably isn't there anymore. And hopefully it will be there for any of you that might like to treat yourselves. A lovely addition, but also an equally lovely start even to your dies and whatever. So I'm just going to remove all these pieces and pop the card together. So again, we have the 4, 5 and 6 inch layering dies. We have the special sayings, the birthday sayings, and the Michaelmas daisy, of which I will be showing you on Sunday morning. So if you can make it live, that's brilliant. It will be at 11 o'clock UK time, Sunday morning, which is Sunday the 29th already of January. So same place here, but I've got to put it into place. You could even put that at a joint in. Should we do that? Let's live dangerously. So twiddled it now. And then that can go on there like that, can't it? Taking off the glue. Yeah, so Sunday at 11, we'll go through the flower and I will be showing you some different ways of making up that beautiful flower. Okay. So over on the John Next Door channel on YouTube, there's also some other videos of how to use all the layering dies and the daisies and everything. So do pop over there as well. And hopefully you're all joining John in a very short while now over on his Facebook. On his Facebook group as well, where he's going to be showing some loveliness. I'm absolutely certain of that. I feel we need to put in some pearls, don't you? Should we find the rainbow ones? I think we need some rainbow ones here. So these are the rainbow ones, and I feel that I need some of them in there, don't you? Oh, yes, yes, yes. So let's just put... let's get some more glue, Maxine, eh? A little daub there, 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 and there. Let's see how that goes. One there. Oops. One. Oh, got 2 joined on there. One there. One there. And one there. Does it need one there as well? I could go on because I do love them, but no, I'm not. I'm not going to go on. I'm going to just stop. Just stop, because you've got to go and grab yourself another cup of tea in time to watch John at 7. So you must do that. So here you go. Here are the 2 cards that I've made today. So this one is purely from the 6 inch set with the square and the rectangle. This one is a mixture. This is the 6 inch of the rectangle, but the 4 inch of the rectangle, as well as the 4 inch of the circle, and making it into the actual card itself. So this is actually the card, the opening of card. And this one is the 8 inch. So I hope that you've liked them. I hope that you are excited about them as I am, because I just think they are pretty beyond words. If you have any questions, do private message me. I will look forward to seeing you all on Sunday, the 29th at 11 o'clock. Do put that in your date in your diary, because unfortunately we still have the issue that Facebook is not allowing me to invite my friends, that's you, to the YouTube thing like it used to. And I do apologise, but it is beyond me. I just don't know what's happened, and I hope that they will sort it out. But maybe they won't. It says that I'm inviting too many people. I thought the more the merrier, but there you go. There you go. So, thank you so much for joining me today. You take care, look after yourself and one another, and I will see you on Sunday. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye.